I know it looks like we just carjacked Ecto-1 and that we're playing with the toys we found inside, but this is using a gas exchange meter to measure photosynthesis in the field. And Extension Forester and PhD candidate Kyle Cunningham is going to explain how this all works.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This is a CO2 gas exchange instrument, and it basically measures the exchange of CO2 between the air and the leaf. Since leaves fixate carbon for food, when you measure the amount of CO2 that is taken out of the atmosphere, you can use a set of formulas and calculate the photosynthetic rate and all sorts of other variables in there. We can measure things like conductance of the stomata, which will allow the gas to enter the leaf. We can measure vapor pressure deficits, all those types of things that tell you about how much moisture is in the leaf. Also, this Ghostbuster looking unit here, it collects data on the amount of light inside the chamber, the temperature, the relative humidity, and uses all of those to calculate how much uptake the leaf is conducting.
And what does all of this do?
I don't
know if I can get a shot of
this. Is the unit itself, and we have scrubbers over here that pull. This scrubber here pulls carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. This is a tube of CO2, so that I can control the exact amount of carbon dioxide that goes into the leaf while we're taking measurements, instead of just using what's in the atmosphere. This is the scrubber for the relative humidity in the air. So we pull all the humidity out of the air, and we set the humidity levels at the leaf to what we want them, using the humidity that's in the chamber. And pretty neat unit.
And the actual result.
Yeah, this is
if we can.
This is, I don't know if you can see it, but this is a light curve being formed. And basically, a light curve is kind of like a hyperbola type of thing, a half a hyperbola. And there'll be a portion at very high light levels where photosynthesis is what we call saturated by light. And then as the light intensities drop, so will the photosynthetic rate, and you get a curvature for the photosynthetic rate, which is a light curve. And we can do that for different species, and we can draw conclusions about how well each species of plant grows in a particular light environment, or a particular soil moisture environment, or a combination of factors. So basically, it's bringing some high technology to an old field of forestry.
$40,000 a pop. It is high technology, y'all.